Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'm back on my iPad, so all these little messages keep popping up. But when I tuned in, it had like a little countdown. So I don't know if that's because I updated something on my iPad, but I think that was very cool. It's like 5, 4. So hey y'all, like and share, like and share. Come on in, tell a phone, tell a friend that Pastor T is live on my Facebook page. So y'all know what? Moving forward, I am going to be coming live from my business page. So if you don't like my business page, please go and like it. It's Super T Inspires. So please go and like my business page so you can see what's going on and get all of the information and the updates coming on. So my next one will be next Thursday. And you know what? That will be the last one. I would have completed the 52 weeks of inspiration. So I am feeling very accomplished about that task, doing my 52 weeks of inspiration. And I appreciate you guys coming on for the 52 weeks. And if you weren't on, this is the book that we've been going out of, Running Things, The Resilient Spirit of a Leader. It's a devotional, and you can go in and follow it for the 52 weeks. If you miss any weeks, please go to my YouTube page, and you can always go in and follow it that way. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. And this is week number 51. So week number 51 is set goals. Set goals. So I think it's very important to set goals if you want to do something in life or you want to achieve something in life. Somebody put in the chat, hashtag set goals, hashtag set goals. So you want to set goals because this was a goal for me. So me coming on first, there was a goal to repurpose the content for this book. So just a little overview. This book came out in 2016. Before this book came out, I had another book titled the same thing because this is the 10th anniversary edition. And then the first book was just simply Running Things. So I repurposed that content and created a 10th anniversary edition, added some more things to it, added some pictures and stuff like that. Then I turned around and repurposed the content again and created the devotional journal. And I repurposed the content again and I created a group leadership coaching. So the group leadership coaching will be starting on Saturday, the first Saturday in April. If you want to be a part of it, please inbox me. I'll send you the information. It is 6 classes. It's 3 months. And it's for ministry leaders. So if you're a ministry leader or you know somebody that's a ministry leader and they're kind of not sure how to move forward in leadership, I have a group coaching session that I help them with that process. Because I know what it's like to start off with something and just really not know which way to go. So I help marketplace ministry leaders and ministry leaders. So marketplace and ministry leaders, that is my target market. That's who I am here for, y'all, my peoples, because that's me. So without any further ado, hi you guys, I am Teresa S. McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires, and I'm also the Senior Pastor of New Beginnings Ministries, and I'm also the CEO of Conquering COVID Network. And today I come to you with 15 minutes of inspiration. I'm coming to you out of the book that I talked about, and I come on and do 15 minutes of inspiration out of one of the weeks from the book. So today we're on week number 51. And like I was saying before, we're here, week number 51. I've been here 51 weeks. Next week, week number 52, we're done with this whole 15 minutes of inspiration, and we'll be starting something new, but I'll tell you more about that at the end. So I'm just going to dive right into the topic today, and I'm going to read a quote from myself. This is something that I came up with out of the book, and it says, in setting your goals, your intentions must be clear and pure. Otherwise, you will have a hard time reaching them. So what do I mean by that? Your intentions must be clear and pure. I find that sometimes people will take on something that they see someone else doing and say, ooh, I want to do that. But that's not a pure intention for you. It's not a pure goal for you. So you want to set pure goals for yourself, something that witness to your spirit, something that you know that you want to do, not following the crowd, not doing things because other people are doing it. It has to be true to you. To thine own self be true. So when you're setting your goals, Anything is achievable if you take the time to set the goals to achieve them. A lot of people want this whole microwave mentality right now. We live in a generation where they want everything yesterday. But that's not realistic, okay? Because if you don't go through the process, you'll miss some points. So going through the process is very intentional. Going through the process is very critical, because if you skip some processes, you'll skip some skills that you need to succeed in whatever goals that you're trying to achieve. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? So with that being said, I normally talk about SMART goals. We've talked about SMART goals so much during this time, because when I'm coaching my clients, we always start with SMART goals. We always go over SMART goals, and SMART goals are really good. I really like them. So for you all that don't know, it's an acronym for specific, measurable. Sometimes the A is obtainable, actionable, or achievable. And then R is either relevant or realistic, and T is time-bound or time-sensitive. So SMART, S-M-A-R-T, SMART goals. And if you're setting a SMART goal, you want to follow that timeline, because it really helps you to do what it is that you're trying to do. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Cheryl. Thank you, ladies, for tuning in. I appreciate your support. So with that being said, know what makes your goal a good goal. So know what makes it a good goal. And then what I mean by that, okay, I'm going to give you an example. And this is something that people talk about all the time. I want to lose weight. So that's real general. How do you know that you've achieved that goal? And then you can say, I want to get healthier. Okay, that's a little more. And then you say, I want to lose 10 pounds. Which one do you think is more specific? I want to get healthier, I want to lose weight, or I want to lose 10 pounds. Which one is more specific? I want to lose 10 pounds. Right? So that's a specific goal. So when you're thinking about your goal, you want to make them specific, because with the specific goal, you know that you know when you have achieved that goal, and you know what it took to achieve it. So then there comes the M, the measurable. So it's measurable. Okay, if I want to lose 10 pounds, then what's measurable? What's my timeline? When am I want to do it? I want to do it in the next 30 days. I want to do it in the next 60 days, 90 days. And then you can break it down. Okay, I need to lose a half a pound a week, or a half a pound every 2 weeks. That makes it measurable. So when you're setting goals, you want them to be measurable goals. And then you want to set a goal that's obtainable. What gets me is, people say, I want to make $1 million, but you ain't even made $1,000. So you want to make a goal that is obtainable, something that you can obtain. And then you want to come up with some actionable steps to add to it. So let's say I want to make $50,000 in a year. So in making $50,000 a year, this is true. This was my goal, and I achieved it. So I said I had a goal that I wanted to make $50,000 out of this specific business. And then I said I wanted to do the business 3 days a week. So I wanted to make $50,000, do the business 3 days a week. So then I said that means I needed to make $1,000 a week, because it's 52 weeks and I'm going to take a vacation. Y'all know me, I'm going vacation. So then that gives me 50 weeks to obtain this goal within a year. So then I said, okay, if I need to make $1,000 a week, I need to make $333 a day to make that $1,000 a week. So then after I needed to make the $333 a day, then I had to figure out how many services or how many products or how many whatever it is that I had to sell, perform, or whatever to make that $333. Some days I made more, some days I made less, but I had a goal that was obtainable. And then I put the actionable steps to it. What are the actions that I need to do on a regular basis to make that goal achievable? So is it making sense to y'all now? And then it has to be relevant or realistic. So back to the $1 million. So if you want to make $1 million and you haven't made $1,000, that's not realistic. So then you have to say, okay, first I need to make $100,000. And then once I make $100,000, then I need to make $100,000 and save $100,000. And then after I make $100,000 and save $100,000, then I need to make $500,000. After I make $500,000, then I need to make $1 million. You understand? So then that makes your actionable steps that you can apply to the SMART goals. And then it makes it realistic and relevant, and it's time bound. So with that being said, do your homework. Do your homework about whatever goal that it is that you're trying to achieve, because you just won't want to be pulling stuff out the sky and trying to apply it to your life. So you take the time. They call that due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your homework. Study your craft. Find out what it is that you want to achieve and how is it going to take for you to get there. So with that, you want to have some mentors. You want to study some people. Y'all know what? Anything you want to know is on YouTube. Anything. You know what? I have these little bags that you get from the grocery store, and I was like, okay, they're all over the place. There's got to be a better way to store them. I watched something on YouTube. She showed how you fold up the bags real neat to a little square, and I just tucked the bags away. It was amazing. So anything that you want to know, you can find out on YouTube. So that's that. Do your homework. Identify your rewards and your consequences. Now let's pause right there for a minute. Identify your rewards and your consequences, because when you are setting goals and when you are specific about your goals, there will be rewards if you stick to them, and there will be consequences if you don't. There may even be rewards consequences if you stick to them. I think about when I went back to school. When I went back to school, I was married and the children had left the house. So I want to say we were empty nesters, but the time that it took for me to go to school and do my homework and all of that, me and my husband had to agree that, my time was going to be very limited. I was still going to cook, but I was only going to cook so many days a week. And I was still going to have quality time with him, but that quality time was going to be limited. So there was consequences to me going back to get my bachelor's degree in business. And then after we finished school and everything, I was like, oh, I'm done with that MBA. I'll wait on that for another time, because it was just too much. Took too much of my time. And as you get older, there will be rewards and there will be consequences to you setting your goals. So be realistic about that. That's all about being realistic. List out some of the obstacles, because I think a lot of times when people are setting goals, they're so excited about what the goal is going to be, and they're so excited about achieving the goal. Hey, Apostle Alicia, my goal friend, thanks for tuning in. The vision coach. When you're thinking about your goals, there will be obstacles. There will be obstacles in achieving your goals. But if you write down your obstacles, if you think about what those obstacles might be, and you come up with a game plan so you can navigate around those obstacles, they won't knock you out of the game. They won't make you walk away from your goal. So there will be obstacles, and I think it will be realistic of you to know that sometimes when I'm going after a goal, obstacles are going to get in my way. Sometimes clients are going to cancel. Sometimes people are going to talk all this talk and say all the things that they're going to do, and they won't show up for the appointment. Sometimes people are going to promise you that they're going to have you to do this and do that and do this, and never show up to do what it is that they said that they were going to do. So you can't be discouraged. You have to move forward and do what it is that you know to do so you can reach the goals that you're going after. And last, you want to brainstorm for solutions. So as you're going after your goals, you want to brainstorm for solutions as it relates to the obstacles. So if I am planning a big event and it rains and it's going to be outside, what is my plan B? What is my plan C? What can we do to navigate around these obstacles? As I'm setting my goals and I want to achieve a certain number in my business, what else can I do to supplement that? So like for me, I'm still servicing hair sometime, and then I'm going to add an extra conditioner treatment, and that's going to make my ticket item go up. I'm going to add a eyebrow wax. That's going to make my ticket item go up. I'm going to wax the chin. Y'all know we're getting a little older. I'm going to wax the chin, and that's going to, so then I can have that same one client, and then I can add on services that's going to make that ticket higher, and that's going to give me the benefit of the dollar amount that I was looking for. So with that, you got to be creative. You got to come up with creative ideas and creative ways to navigate around the obstacles that will, they not might, obstacles will come. So you have to be prepared for those obstacles. So when it does happen, it doesn't knock you out of the game. It doesn't discourage you. It doesn't make you feel bad about what happened or what didn't happen. If you come up with a game plan for those obstacles, you can navigate around them. And then lastly, when it comes to setting goals, take action. Take action. How many people set goals every January and do nothing as it relates to the goal? Oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and do nothing. How many? I'm looking today. I was cleaning up my office and I found my vision board, and I put up my vision board and I was looking at it, and I really got really excited because like half of the stuff on the board I've already completed. Half of the stuff on the board I've already done. And I'm like, Lord, look at you. Now this is not 2022's vision board, it's 2021's vision board. So I try to do a vision board every other year because the goals are really kind of like the same, and then I want to get as much done, and then sometimes I make it where I can just take stuff off of the vision board and add new stuff to the vision board, so I don't have to have a whole new vision board. Wow, it's almost 15 minutes, so it's 14 minutes up. So I'm going to close out and do a quick overview, and then I'm going to tell you guys about what's coming up next. All right, so today is week number 1 out of the book, Running Things. Week 51 is set goals. So we talked about setting goals. So as we came up with setting our goals, we said first we got to do our homework. After we do our homework, we want to identify the rewards and the consequences. After we do that, we want to list some of the obstacles, because we said obstacles will happen. But if we brainstorm for solutions for those obstacles, when those obstacles come, we can just go ahead on and navigate around them. And last but not least, we want to come up with an action plan. We want to take action as it relates to our goals. So I have this shirt, Running Things. So if you want to get one of these shirts, we have the bling t-shirts available. We have the hoodies available. And next month, I'm taking off. So the month of April, I won't be doing any lives, but I will be back in June. So in June, this whole year, we did 15 minutes of inspiration. So coming back in May, I'll be starting 30 minutes of impartation. 30 minutes of impartation. It'll be here Thursdays at 2 o'clock. I'll be on for 30 whole minutes. I'll be going through my anthology series. So if you don't have the book, we're going to start off with daily putting on the whole armor of God. And then we're going to go into the prayer book, and then we're going to go into the promises book. So that's what's going to be happening starting in May. It's going to be 30 minutes of impartation. Again, I am Teresa S. McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires. I'm also the Senior Pastor of New Beginnings Ministries and the CEO of Conquering COVID Network. And I will be here on Thursdays. Next Thursday will be my last one, because we'll be on week number 52, and then we'll take a month off and we'll circle back with 30 minutes of impartation. My time is up. I want to thank you guys for yours. Be blessed, but most of all, be inspired. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Love you all. Thanks for watching.